Hello. Today I wanted to share some things to help make your child's online learning successful. I'm going to be talking about WebEx instructions, where to find them, daily PowerPoints and where to find them, and our daily learning schedule, where to find it and what it means. So I'm going to start by talking about WebEx since that's what we're going to be using now. You can find instructions on how to log into WebEx under My Google Classroom. So once you're there, My Google Classroom, you go to classwork. And once again, the classwork section is divided by different sections. So we have exit tickets, daily Zoom lessons. You can access it by either looking at the sidebar to click what you want, or you can kind of just scroll down. So we're looking right now for WebEx instructions. That would be found under Phase 2 online learning materials. And there's two folders. There's WebEx directions in Spanish and WebEx directions in English. So you would click on which one you'd like, click the PDF, and here are the directions on how to log in. Okay, and again, you can find those in English as well if you click on the PDF and you just look at different steps, step 1, step 2, and 3. It gives you pictures to help navigate the website. If you have trouble with passwords or usernames, please let me know and I would be happy to help you. That's one material I've posted. Another material I've been posting are our daily PowerPoints. The reason why is a lot of times students forget what we talked about or forget important details from a story, or maybe they didn't exactly understand. You can find the PowerPoints if you go to daily Zoom lessons. Well, I'm going to rename that to daily lessons since we're not using Zoom anymore. So you go to daily lessons and you click on the lesson for each day. So today was April 20th. You would click on that. And here you can find the slides. This is everything I talk about with your child in class. Here are math slides. Now sometimes they'll actually have writing that we did on it. Today we didn't do much writing on the slides. We just read the story and talked about it, and we talked about the exit ticket. So if your child had a question about the story, they can come back here and find it, the story. Okay? And the last material I wanted to talk about that I shared is a daily schedule. Now, I know a lot of students are having a little bit of trouble navigating everything between WebEx with me and their specials teachers and all the work they have to complete, as well as apps. So I created this schedule to help your child stay organized. And you can find it again in the classwork section of My Google Classroom. It's under Phase 2 online learning materials. So all you do to find this is you just scroll down, or you can click the sidebar over here to find that. And it says daily schedule. So you open it up and here it is. Especially on Wednesday, your child should be waking up around 9 o'clock. That's where they should eat breakfast, brush their teeth, get dressed, and just get ready for the day. Because on Wednesday, they meet with Mr. Viteri at 10. Now, other days, if they want to wake up a little bit later, that's fine. But just make sure that they've eaten breakfast and are dressed and ready by 10. At 10:30, every day, students should be doing a math app. So they can use Prodigy or Dreambox for 30 minutes. So that's what they can be doing before we have our WebEx meeting. And then after the math app, they should be doing ELA. So from 11 to 11:30, they should be using Lexia or RazKids for 30 minutes. From 11:30 to 12:30, it's important to give your child a break, let them rest, have them eat their lunch, especially because I've been telling all students not to be eating during Zoom. It's distracting, and there's time to do it before Zoom. So have them eat lunch now, because if they're eating during Zoom or WebEx, I might ask them to leave. After lunch, we meet on WebEx at 12:30, and we're going to start running only until 2 because we're only covering 2 subjects a day. Here I have my ID and my password. After that, I'm going to start meeting with small groups. Now, most of the students know what groups they're in. I will post a little resource about the names for groups. We're going to start meeting for small groups. So if your child is in the red group, for example, they're going to stay on Webex for a little bit longer. And we're going to do some reading and word work targeted at their level to make sure they're being supported. And if your child's in the orange group, for example, they'll come back on at 2:15. We'll do a 15-minute lesson. We read a short book, and then we're done. Now, there's groups like the yellow group who need a half hour of time because they're reading higher level texts. We're meeting from 2 to 2:30 in a small group. And then the green and blue group, the same thing. We're meeting from 2 to 2:30, going over a text. And I'll explain a little bit more about that when we start these groups. After that, from 2:30 to 3, every day except for Wednesday, because they already met with Mr. Viteri in the morning, they'll be meeting with the specialist teachers. So if you just look at Monday and you go all the way down, it's art with Miss Smith. Tuesday is computers with Miss Gwen Williams. Wednesday, once again, they meet with Mr. Viteri here in the morning. Thursday, it's with drama with Miss Camarata. And Friday, 2:30 to 3, music with Mr. McNamara. And then I ask from 3 to 4, that might be more time than they need. However much time they need is fine. But this is when they should be completing their exit tickets and their art and the assignment from the specials they had that day. I'm noticing students are completing exit tickets really early in the morning before we even talk about the subject. So they're getting a lot of things wrong because we didn't have a chance to talk about it. So I would suggest doing the exit tickets here after they're done with all their work from that day. So that is the schedule. And if you have any questions about that, please let me know. I hope all this helped, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care.